And we should be live. And we're a little bit late.
Are we live?
I believe we are live. I'll just double check. And we'll wait for some people to start rolling in before we start with the episode. But what's up, everyone? How's it going? We're here with episode 7 of the Fatal 4-Way. And episode 7 of Tugboat Talks, talking about the Fatal 4-Way. Sorry, I'm still all over the place. Haven't fully recovered from this weekend, but I'm here with Kyle DePew. No special guest this weekend. We're just going to be talking about, everything that went down this weekend. We're going to be answering any questions that any of you guys have and go from there. So I'm just going to take a minute to share it on Facebook. Let everyone know that we are live now. That way, anyone that has any questions, they'll be able to come hang out. So give me 1 second. Send it here. I'll put it in the Discord as well. Kyle, if you want to share it out. If any of you guys in here want to share it out as well, that would be very helpful. I appreciate it. And go here. And here. Okay. So what's up? What's up? Digging it. How's it going? Ash, Devin Hall, and Iron Street TV made it on time this week. What's up, everyone? What's up, guys? So as everyone comes in, we'll just start by talking about the event as a whole. Paul Italia threw it on. It started out with a super match between Kyle DePew and Levi Prince. Levi ended up coming out on top Saturday. He won 3-0. Came in at about 370 pounds. Kyle came in at about 218. So there was a little bit of a weight issue there, but
that was always the plan.
Yep, that was always the plan,
to have a huge weight gap. We tried our best to get me as heavy as possible for the match, and we were pretty successful in getting me to gain a lot of weight in a short time period, and came in feeling the strongest I'd ever felt in my wrist riser, pronator, and all in all, couldn't ask for more strength. So I just fell short in a couple categories, and next time I'll have to make sure I'm even stronger if I want to challenge someone that size and strength again.
Yeah, Levi definitely came in prepared, and I think Kyle did great for who he was facing, and now it's just time to go to the drawing board and figure out how we're going to get him bigger and stronger and ready for the next challenge, which is going to be King of Florida, August 7th. If you guys are in the area, make sure you come out to that event. Next up, we had Rush Raider versus Eric Gerlock. Eric Gerlock ended up winning 3-0 outside of the straps. Pretty dominant performance there by Eric over Rush Raider. Then, of course, we had the Fatal 4-Way. For those of you that haven't seen it yet, I'm going to assume everyone in here has already seen it. But if you haven't, I uploaded the edited version. I apologize about the audio on that video. I lost the audio. Then I was dealing with copyright issues, so I ended up just throwing on the YouTube audio that it let me. I went undefeated. I went 6-0, so 2-0 against all 3 opponents. Jordan Sill ended up beating Mike Aiello. Mike Aiello beat Don Underwood, and Don Underwood beat Jordan Sill, which is exactly what I predicted would happen. So good predictions by me. Yeah. I'm very happy with my performance.
I would like to mention that I had the same predictions before we even talked. I strongly felt that the outcome that we saw was going to happen. I told Chance as soon as the match was announced that I thought he would go 6-0, and he did.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I put my money where I thought I should, and I was able to make money off that match. So.
Yeah, a lot of people bet a nice chunk of change. Kyle won like $600. Paul Lynn won like $1,000. Robert Kelly won about $1,500. So a lot of people were able to make money off of my success. So I'm glad that I was able to help some of you guys. And those of you who bet against me, I hope next time you'll be smart enough to bet for me. So I did want to just go over a couple questions. I'll start at the top and work my way down. If you guys super chat, of course, I'm going to read that right away. as well. So Grip asks if there are any lifts that I track which serve as a gauge for where you're at. I don't track any arm wrestling specific lifts. I like to track all of my general lifts so I can see if generally I'm getting stronger. My favorite gauge of strength is bench press. I know a lot of people don't think that it fully transfers over. I find that the stronger my bench is, the stronger I am on the table. That's maybe just because overall I'm a lot stronger when I am benching more. So that answers your question, Grip. Mark J says, time to shave the heads again. Maybe we'll have to. Maybe we'll have to do a shaving head stream or something. If you guys would want to see that. Rob, nice work Saturday. Thank you. Congrats. Also nice match, Kyle. Thank you, Levon Gasparini. Appreciate it.
Appreciate that.
Huge weight difference. Yeah. I like how you handled yourself on Neil's channel. Do what you think is best for you. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, regardless of who I'm talking to or what I'm talking about, I'm always going to just speak my mind and tell everyone how I really feel. I don't feel like I need to act a certain way depending on who I'm around, and you guys will always see that from me. What does riser help in arm wrestling? So if we're talking about risers here, it really helps for controlling hand and wrist. To keep it simple, would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. To keep it simple, the stronger your riser is for moving from this position to this position, the easier you're going to be able to control your opponent's hand and wrist and keep them from accessing power. Still fun match to watch. Yes, it was a fun match. What's up, Jim Bob?
The whole event was a lot of fun. I know we faced a lot of criticism for not only my match, but in general, towards the end where people laid down. But you guys have to understand that everyone that came into that round robin worked very hard to try to show up in the best form possible. And when they saw that Chance was just a level above in strength, it was discouraging for a lot of them. You know, Mike had never trained harder, he said. We saw Jordan come in with a fiery passion. Don Underwood was hitting the gym hard every day since Michigan, trying to be the strongest version of himself that he could in the short time that he had. It was awesome. It really was.
It was a lot of fun. Devin Hall asked if I was surprised about Don pinning Jordan. No,
we expected it.
Yeah, Kyle and I both predicted that. If you go back and watch any of the videos, we both predicted that Don would beat Jordan. Just stylistically, Don is a hard match for Jordan, just like I am.
Yeah.
Ryan Bone thinks he could still win. I don't think he can now. What's your opinion? Of course, I don't think Ryan can win. Ryan is really good at hustling and really good at involving himself in situations that really he has no business being in to help with his publicity. It's worked really well. That's how he's built his channel. So no hate on him for doing that. But I think anyone within the arm wrestling community that really follows it understands that's not really a good match. Even Ingen said that that's a huge mismatch. So, we'll move on from that, I guess. You need to pull Ryan again. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. See, I agree with Neil and you both have solid points, but I think you're ready for Jerry, so why not make it happen? Yeah, like I said, I'm in the talks with Jerry. Nothing's set. We don't have anything official. We don't have anything on paper, but Jerry is very much interested in the matches, as am I. So hopefully we're able to come to terms and get a match going. We have a few different promoters that we're talking to about it, and I really hope that happens. You have your first tournament in 3 weeks. What do you recommend? I recommend studying the basics, getting with some local guys, understanding the basics, making sure you don't put yourself in a position where you're going to be prone to injury, putting yourself in a position where you're not going to hurt your opponent, you're not going to hurt yourself, and overall you're just going to have a good time. Your goal shouldn't be to go in there and win the whole thing. It should be to learn and find out where your weaknesses are. So the biggest thing is just learn how to be safe, watch some arm wrestling videos, make sure you're looking at your hand, make sure you're not going crooked, any of that nonsense. Can't believe my question was skipped. What?
Oh, sorry.
Perry?
Perry.
What did I skip? Perry? Perry, your question didn't come through, buddy. That Puller shirt looks amazing. It's a Puller magazine shirt. If you guys want one,
on the website,
just Puller magazine. I think it's pullermag.com. Let me check.
Puller Mag or Puller Magazine?
Puller Mag. I would just go to their Facebook.
Yeah.
Their Facebook, it's at Puller Magazine USA.USA. I'll post a link actually. So that's our boy, and he makes awesome content too. So check him out on YouTube. But that's his Facebook that I just linked there. Maggie's in the chat. Hey baby, what percentage of your time do you spend on non-specific work? 95. Like if you're not counting table time, probably 95% of everything that I do is non-arm wrestling specific. Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean it has been. We're gonna try to bring it to more an equal.
We're gonna incorporate a little bit more hand and wrist stuff, but for me, for my style, I have pretty much all the tools that I need arm wrestling specific wise. I just need to be stronger for the next level. At least that's how I feel right now. Practice speed and starts for your first tournament.
I mean, that's
Joe,
great and all, but
I don't necessarily agree with that. If your main focus is speed, you're gonna forget the basics of safety, and you might just slam and end up hurting yourself. So, Joe, I don't necessarily agree with that.
A lot of the friends that I've had in this sport that have come into it as amateurs, and they've either been naturally fast or they've prioritized speed to be fast in tournaments, end up injuring themselves in the first 3 months.
Yeah, so speed isn't everything.
Yeah.
Jerry versus Chance at Arm Wars would be epic. Then down the road in WAL, I'm open to have me and Jerry anywhere, anytime, any referees, any table, any rule set, anything really. I just want to pull them. How many more years do you think it'll take you to be on/above Devin's level? Well, I think that I need to find out where I'm at, and the only way for me to do that is to get beat. So, to get beat or beat everybody. So I think I'll know the answer to your question after I have a match with Jerry.
Or someone else in the Elite Six, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, if I pull Jerry and let's say I beat him, then I'm right there knocking on Devin's door. If I pull Jerry and he smokes me, then I know it's probably going to be another year or two. So we'll see. Perry, Ronan deleted your message. So let's keep it appropriate, buddy. I probably know the question that you're asking me, and you know I'm not going to answer it anyways. Who is the guy in the back? Why am I so blurry? This is Kyle DePew. If you guys don't know Kyle DePew, first of all, every other episode, so other than this last episode, every other episode is going to be on his channel. His YouTube channel, I'll link it. It's Arm Grinder, right?
Yeah, it should be just YouTube/Arm Grinder, I would imagine.
So I'm going to link his channel so that you guys are able to find it. Man, why can't I? Okay.
Try YouTube/Arm Grinder, see if that works.
I'll just open it up on YouTube. So if you guys are interested in hanging out in the live chats, if you guys ever have any questions, go subscribe to Kyle's channel too. Kyle is here staying with me for a couple months. We're training him up. This isn't it. This is
no, that's a different channel.
Okay. Man. You can't even this pops up before. That's crazy. Yeah, this is why people are having trouble finding your channel. Yeah, you don't even have a custom tag yet. So
weird.
Here, I'll post Kyle DePew's channel. Like I said, odd episodes are on my channel. Even episodes are on his channel. His channel can't accept super chats until we get him to 1,000 subscribers. So guys, go subscribe to him. If you want a super chat for now, it's just going to be only on my channel. But Kyle is a very talented up and coming puller from San Diego. He's been training with Alan Fisher for 7 years or something.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, so 7 years. So expect to see a lot from Kyle in the up and coming months.
Yeah.
Have you ever whooped anyone off the table? No, I've never been in a fight. I don't really plan on getting in any fights. Roni says Chant Shaw versus Dmitry Salayev.
Okay.
Interesting, very interesting match. Dmitry is young. He's making waves in the European scene. I think he's potentially going to be one of the top guys in the world, especially in the European scene over the next few years. I'd love the opportunity to pull him. He's probably in my top 5 Europeans that I would like the opportunity to pull with. Oh, where was I? Okay. What lifts did you improve the most on? All my lifts have improved since I've been putting the weight on. So from lat pull downs, bicep curls, standing curls, preacher curls, bench press, overhead press, military press, and everything has improved a lot. What I've been focusing on the most, I would say, is flat bench. 1 year ago, I hadn't even hit 315 yet. Last time we went to the gym, I was very close to 405. So I've made a ton of progress on that lift, and I do feel like it's been carrying over. Do you have a decent hook? It's decent. My style of hook is not here. It's more hooking this way, similar to like a John Brezink type style. Nice job this past weekend. Thank you, Jake. I train with the mask guys who know Jerry well, and apparently he barely has any table time and just weight trains. I have heard the same from Jerry as well. Clerks 93, what's up? What do I do if my hand is my biggest weakness? Train your hand. Pretty simple. Yeah. If something's weak, then you train it and it'll get stronger. Ooh, we got our first super chat.
Super chat.
Thank you, Dana McWhite, for the super chat. Shaw versus Gennady needs to happen in Dubai. That's your golden ticket. Dana, I really appreciate that, buddy.
That's a tough match at the first European scale.
I'm not ready for Gennady, I don't think. I wouldn't turn it down.
I really like the thought of Chance pulling Indian Jersey's training partner, Ify Kofet. I don't know how to say his last name, but F.A. Yeah,
something. That's who Herman pulled. Yeah,
that's a great one. Get some redemption for the USA.
Yeah.
So, and that guy is very strong and trains with Indian Jersey.
And Ingen is interested in possibly hosting that match. So I like that match too. But as far as Gennady goes, maybe in a few years I'd be able to bang with someone like that. But right now, I think that I would rather see maybe Gennady and from North America. I'd like to see Gennady and Tim Bresnan, maybe Gennady and Devin Larratt, Gennady and Michael Todd, those kind of guys. I like to think that it's possible that I can hang with them, but I'm unproven. So Gennady needs to go against someone who's proven at that level, in my opinion. What's up? Already second super chat. Thank you, Canadian Chihuahua. I appreciate the $5 super chat. He says, congratulations on the win. Do you still plan on competing in as many tournaments as possible, or will you start focusing more on super matches? Good question. Right now, I would prefer to focus on super matches. However, that being said, if a promoter were to reach out to me and they really wanted me to compete at their tournament rather than have a super match there, and they said, okay, you know what, I'll fly you out, whatever, I'll take care of you, then I'm not opposed to doing it. But if it's my choice, I'm gonna definitely lean towards super matches. I think that's the best way to grow, continue to grow. If you win in a tournament, there's always like, well, he had the better draw, or he had a bye, or he had a war. In a super match, fresh for fresh, no excuses. And I really like that. I've always been a fan of super matches. I had my first super match at like 16 years old, and I've been having super matches consistently since then. So I would prefer super matches, but I'm not opposed to pulling tournaments, especially something like a world championship. IFA is going to be in Orlando. I'll probably pull that. WAF I would love to pull. Zloty Tur, things like that. All right, let's see. So you saw Tom Holland and Adrian. No, I didn't see that. Perry, where was that posted? Kyle versus Ingen undercard. What do you think of that, Kyle? Hey, maybe with Ingen's bicep condition right now, it might be a match.
I think it's filling quite quickly.
Oh yeah.
Let me bang with someone else first. I'd love to actually go up against one of.
Maybe we can get you as an undercard Irina that just faced Sarah Beckman.
Cool. I would actually like to pull someone that Ingen trains potentially, like maybe one of his lighter training partners. I feel any of his like serious training partners above 200 would be probably a little too challenging for me right now, in my opinion. But I'm not opposed to pulling anyone, guys. I train hard for all matches that are offered to me, or if I were to get called out or call someone out, I'm doing it with purpose. I take everything into consideration. Ingen's a legend, and I think that's a little too far up the mountain right now.
Yeah, that's a big ask. Yeah, that's probably just as big of an ask as me and Gennady.
It's pretty much the same
thing. Yeah, it's not quite realistic yet. By the way, we have 66 people in here, 20 likes. I really appreciate everyone for hanging out. Make sure you like the video if you like the live stream. Dana McWhite said, watch Gennady's strength test. He ain't that strong. PO put a video out yesterday. I haven't seen that. I'll have to look into that. First competition in 2 months. Any suggestions for a newbie? Any newbies out there, my first suggestion is going to be make sure you studied it enough and you know how to stay safe. The number one most important thing is to stay safe, and the number two thing is to have fun. If you stay safe and you have fun, you'll continue to progress as long as you enjoy the sport. So rushing to, I want to win my first tournament, is probably not the right attitude. You want to make sure that you're safe, you're not getting injured, your opponent's not getting injured, and you enjoy yourself.
Yeah, guys, you'll find out right away if you're just an absolute natural. You'll walk into your first tournament with the goal of not necessarily winning or dominating, but just having fun, staying safe, getting good conditioning. And if you win the whole thing, then but the goal should never be to win at all costs, especially when you're only 1 year, 2 years in the sport. Because I've seen plenty of people that are super talented come into the sport and then they injure themselves pretty severely in their first couple tournaments.
Yeah, but that being said, if you're just naturally gifted for it, you're going to end up winning, regardless of
you'll figure it out.
Yeah, regardless of your initial goal. But if your initial goal is to stay safe, then you're going to stay safe. Mm-hmm. Gennady already beat Tim 4-2. That was quite a few years ago, wasn't it? Gennady Michael, yes, it was awesome. Schoolboy is your match to make. I would love a match with Schoolboy. I think Schoolboy is similar to me in the fashion that we are both undeniably up and coming. We are both going to, at one point in time, be at that high level if we're not already. I think Schoolboy, I feel that I would be a favorite against Schoolboy just because I am proven. I am battle tested. I mean, this year I'm undefeated against Mike Aiello, Jordan Sill, Don Underwood, Chris Chandler, Nick Zena. I've competed with guys at a really high level, and I just don't think Alexander Schoolboy has had the opportunity to do that. So I would like to see him a little bit battle tested. That being said, if he wants me to be that test, if Alex or Alexander want me to be that test, I'm more than happy to pull a Schoolboy. I mean, who wouldn't want to pull? It's awesome publicity for me, and I think it would be a really fun match. I think that we have a similar style. We're going to both be fighting for the same spot, so it could turn out pretty interesting. So, I would be keen for a match with Schoolboy. I do like to think that I'm the favorite. Yeah. Gennady has a super match on July 24th. Who is he pulling? Roni, do you ask if I plan on pulling Zloty? No plans for Zloty this year. Just it's not in my budget. I'm not really making money from arm wrestling at this point. The only income that I have is from super chats and things like that as far as arm wrestling income. And my main job is so I can pay my bills, so I can, buy groceries and pay my mortgage and things like that. I don't have a few extra grand to blow to go to Zloty as much as I'd love to. In the future, in the next year or two, when I think I'll be making a bit more money through arm wrestling, then I can set that money aside throughout the year, and then I can afford to go to Zloty. Or maybe I'll get a sponsor, or who knows what the case may be. But hey, we have 81 people in here. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome for us. So I really appreciate everyone that's coming by. Make sure you like the video. Let me know, because usually Kyle and I, this is episode 7, we're sitting closer to 20 or 30 people. Let me know what brought you here. Was it the Fatal 4-Way? Was it Devin? What was it? I do appreciate each and every one of you hanging out, though. You guys had fun in Oklahoma. Thanks for coming out and putting on a show. Of course, Matt, it was good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, Oklahoma was awesome. I actually plan to go back very soon, guys. I met a lot of really cool people out there. And the arm wrestling scene outside of TikTok might not know this, but on TikTok, which is a social media app that I have 30,000 plus following on, Oklahoma is where it's at. A lot of content creators in Oklahoma producing arm wrestling content, and they're all really cool people. Yeah. So I would love to go back, collab with as many of them as possible, train with Levi, the guy that just smoked me 3-0. So I hope to go back.
We'll definitely be back within 6 months.
Yeah, ideally either a month or so before Worlds or a month or so after Worlds.
Yeah.
Just depends how the budget's going and how I'm feeling strength-wise. Because this next month I'll be gearing up for King of Florida, and then after that I'm gearing up for Worlds. So
yep.
That's
so
the priority. Kenny
Weaver asked, "What's up with this left, bro? Come get this left, Kenny. You're not ready. Focus on your round robin, brother."
Yeah.
Oh, $15 super chat from Diggin' It.
Huge.
Thank you for that super chat, brother. I appreciate it.
How about Matt Mask? That's actually a great match.
I would love.
Can someone put that on?
I would love to pull Matt Mask. Matt, when I was first starting out, for those of you who don't know, when I was first starting out in arm wrestling, Matt reached out to me. I was just less than a year in. He said, "Chance, I think that you have the perfect natural style and build for a low hand top roll. Let me teach you about it." And Matt Mask sent me videos and answered questions, and he helped me along my journey. And a lot of the reason that stylistically I pull the way I do is because of Matt Mask. So to come full circle and pull Matt Mask, it would mean a lot to me. That just in general, whether win or lose, it would mean a lot to me. And I'd be honored to pull someone like Matt Mask. I do think that there's a lane that I can hang with him, absolutely. And I'd like to see if I can access it or not. Matt's a beast. Matt's definitely a beast, and
we've heard that Matt is at his all-time strongest right now.
Yep.
I would have liked if he had one more month to prepare for Hermes, but that just wasn't possible. So seeing Matt gear up for another big super match would be awesome, and I would love if it was Chance. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Matt is still a top contender in the world. I don't know exactly where. He might be outside the top 10 at this point. But he's got to be at least top 15. I mean, Matt Mask is still in his game and getting stronger, I would argue.
Yeah, I agree. Jake Wessel asked if there's any way he can come and train with us. Jake and anyone else, if anyone's interested in coming down to Florida, if you want to come out here and train with Kyle and I, hit me up on Facebook or on TikTok. Hit up Kyle on Facebook or TikTok or whatever, YouTube. We'll make it happen. We're open to train with anyone, pull with anyone, anytime. So I don't care. You asked it if you'll be at 95 kilos. Is there any way to connect? I don't care if you're 60 kilos or 200 kilos. I don't care if you're brand new in the sport or you have 2 decades in the sport. Regardless, I'm happy to train with everyone. Got another super chat coming in from my boy, Joel Cagle. What's up? He says, what's up, Chance and Kyle? Feeling like going and hitting some weighted pull-ups.
Let's go.
Dude, Joel, I'm so proud of you. Guys, back in April, I talked to Joel, and he was upset he had lost a match, so he went out behind the stage and he was smoking a cigarette. And I said to him, I said, maybe you wouldn't lose that match if you quit smoking cigarettes.
No, you actually said you would lose, or you said you would have won the match if you.
You're right, I did. I said you would have won the match. And since then, Joel has quit smoking cigarettes. So he's like 3 months with no cigarettes. I'm very proud of Joel. That being said, bro, get the heck out of amateurs. You're bullying those guys. You're way too strong for amateurs. So get back in the pros where you belong, especially that you're done with cigarettes, dude. But thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. We're at 98 watching. We're 2 watchers away from 100. That's crazy. I haven't had 100. Of course, the live stream of the event had more than that, I'm sure. But in one of these, that's huge for us. 54 likes, guys. I really appreciate it.
We average usually 15 to 20 views in a podcast.
Yeah,
so this is really cool.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. What's up, Resnet? Where am I? It's creepy with Kyle sitting behind you. Get him a chair by your side.
We're going to change the setup.
He's in a chair.
Yeah.
The way that the desk is set up, it's there's not any room this direction. There's a ton of room this direction, so we might just have to change the positioning of the camera and get a backdrop and stuff. So This isn't the final setup. This is just what we have for now, so we're working with what we have. We'll get it better. We should crowdfund our boy Chance going to Zloty. Hey, if you guys wanted me at Zloty,
then let's do it.
Yeah, I would absolutely do that. So jealous Uncle John won so much money on you. And
how much did Uncle John win?
He bet $35. So he paid like $100.
Nice.
I told him he forgot to put an extra 0 on there. Mm-hmm. That could have been his trip to Florida.
Chance didn't want me betting that much, guys, because he didn't want the pressure of me being around him, having bet a lot of money on him, because Chance is the kind of guy that wants to just zone everything out and focus on the match. This money element was important, I think, for him to understand, because this is going forward huge for the sport, huge for him, huge for everyone, right? But it is added pressure, you know. You don't want to let people down. So I bet only $200. But if I could have changed that, I would have bet a lot more.
It's always easy to say after the fact.
But I was willing to bet more at the time.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I didn't, because I think it was important that we let more people get in on that.
Only like 7 people filled out my blog. People sent me videos of them betting like $500 and stuff.
The average bet was 500.
Yeah.
On yours.
Most people were betting nice chunks of change.
Yeah.
But thank you, Carolyn, for the nice comment. Matt said, would love to train with you guys when you come. Dude, of course, Matt. We'll probably be pulling with Robert, I would imagine, Robert Kelly. I lost where I was. You said you were hosting practices in mid-July, correct? So this upcoming weekend, we're going to be going to a team versus team practice, and we're going to be refereeing it. That'll be here in Central Florida. So I won't be hosting it, but I will be local for that one. Got another super chat from Dana McWhite. $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Dana McWhite. I appreciate that. Did you just learn about weight classes when you pulled Levi?
Guys, the only reason I took that match was because Chance had pulled Levi. He knew how strong Levi was. He knew how strong I was. And we had how many weeks to prepare? 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah. We get that there was a huge weight difference. We didn't care.
Yeah. It wasn't necessarily about progressing in his weight class. It was just about challenging himself to be a better arm wrestler. So
it had been over a year since I had taken a loss in a super match. I wanted something I was going to have to motivate myself and work hard for. Most people don't know this, but I'm actually recovering from severe nutritional deficiencies.
From being a vegan.
From not getting good supplementation from multivitamins. And I was coming back for this match, and I came in great form. I actually felt really bad leading up to it just because of the amount of food I was forcing myself to eat. But in the last 3 days, at a body weight of nearly 220 pounds, I felt just as good as I felt at 185 when I competed in Kansas City. Like I felt full of energy, like I could explode off the go. I felt amazing. Levi was just stronger, especially I would say the angle that we were expecting me to take advantage of, his cup outside the straps, especially, and the amount of pressure he could apply in the straps. We thought that I would have the advantage. And it turned out that he was very strong. He cupped me in hard, pulled back, and took me out of my power. There's a couple things I could have executed a little bit better, but he was stronger. And I think the bottom line is I just need to get stronger as well. If I'm ever going to call out someone a similar size and strength as him,
Yeah, well, we're definitely going to get you stronger. Rosie Royal asked your elbow to hand length. I don't know mine. Do you happen to know yours?
Not off the top of my head. We measured it last time.
Yeah, that
Florida.
was 6 months ago, 7 months ago. I don't remember. Sorry, Rosie. And I don't have a tape measure here handy. Joel gave up SIGs and started smoking the amateurs. Exactly. Which top puller would you love to train with? I would love to go to Bulgaria and train with my boy Krasimir. I'm a huge Krasimir fan. I talk with him all the time. I employ his training styles. So to train with him would be a ton of fun, I think. What about yourself?
I'm actually trying to get my finances in order this year so that next summer I can go live in Turkey for 2 months and train with as many European arm wrestlers as possible. Try to connect with people. Obviously, the goal would be to at least train a couple times with Engin Terzi while I'm out there. If he would have me, right? If I could meet up with him at least once, would be an honor. I'm not going there with any specific goals to get coached or train with anyone specifically. I just want the opportunity to live in a new environment and pull with as many strong European pullers as possible to help level me up as an arm wrestler. So that's the goal for next summer. I'm going to have to get my finances in order and make sure that that can be possible. So when I do go back home after this summer long training camp, that's going to be the goal.
Yeah,
I'll keep training hard, but I'm gonna try to make up some money that I can justify taking that financial risk again.
Yeah. So Canadian Chihuahua asked, any idea on TikTok revenue potential, as the Fatal 4-Way stream had twice as many TikTok viewers than YouTube? As far as live streams go, guys, TikTok, you don't make any money off of live stream views, only off of donations. So I think in total on that stream, which had a total of 50,000 viewers, guys.
Not even the biggest.
No, I've had 500,000 on TikTok before. I made $4. So the views don't transfer, but what does transfer is it gets me in front of more eyes, and it gives me the potential to bring more eyes to the sport of arm wrestling. So I really like TikTok to bring attention to arm wrestling and, of course, to my brand. As far as making money, not really much of an opportunity.
I don't know the percent YouTube takes for super chats, but for TikTok, it's like 50%.
Yeah, it is 50%. So I think YouTube is like 10%.
Yeah, so
it's not even close.
Yeah.
Does down pressure help a low hand top roller? If you're referring to from here, dang, if I could not be blurry, from here to here, this pressure, I don't use any of that. I just start here. If you're referring this way, like a tricep pressure, I don't use that in a low hand top roll either. So for me personally, my style of low hand top rolling, no. Chance, what's your ethnic mix? Shaw's an Irish name. You look Asian. Irish genes are the strongest. We are behind you. You're doing great. Are you clean or juiced? So we'll start with, what is my ethnic mix? So I'm a quarter Filipino. That's where you would think that I look Asian from. And my dad's dad was Irish. So that's where I get the name is. So I am Irish and Asian. So you got those both. You're the first person that has ever got those both, by the way, like ever.
I didn't know you were Irish.
Yeah. So I'm a lot of different things. I got a 23andMe or Ancestry.com, one of those done. And I'm a lot of different things. So the highest percent is Filipino at 24%. Whoa, we got a $30 super chat.
Whoa,
digging it. Coming in, number one super chatter of the night. Really appreciate that, digging it. I think YouTube takes like 50% also.
as he throws in a $30 super chat.
I don't know if that's the case or not, but
I'm pretty sure it's not 50%. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, thank you for the super chat. Really, 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 really appreciate that. Getting back to Avatar's question, am I clean or juiced? I'm clean at the moment. I do have really low testosterone. I do plan on going to an endocrinologist. I've already gone to an endocrinologist. I want to possibly explore the idea of TRT, but I do want to document the entire process if the doctors will allow me to record it so I can show the process that I'm going through to start TRT, what I have to go through, what steps I have to take, things of that nature. We're falling behind on questions. Sorry if I'm skipping over some questions, guys. I don't mean to do that on purpose. Can't wait to see you down Bowen. Mo down Bowen. Just to reiterate, I don't really have any plans to pull Bowen. Ryan is really good at injecting himself in situations to create more clout and hype for himself and grow his brand. So kudos to him for that. But I don't really want to be part of that personally. All these people sleeping on Chance. Thank you, Jared. Do you reckon you could catch a hit from Vitaly? I think Vitaly is probably the worst style match on planet Earth for me to pull.
And to catch the hit.
Yeah, and to catch the hit. So
let him hit.
Yeah, I'm like, Chance, okay, Vitaly, go ahead and hit. Yeah, no. Yeah, right.
When's the last time you've seen Chance let anyone just hit? No load, no nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe in Michigan when he competed there.
Yeah, but no, against high-level super heavyweights, I don't think I can catch most. I mean, I could catch Don's hit, but
yeah.
No, Vitaly.
I mean, you did catch Don's hit. I mean, there was load. There was tension. I caught a hit with load. So it's really a lot of pressure, and then it's only a little bit of movement because of all that load. No load, I don't even think I can catch Don's hit. Yeah.
Irish, how do you feel about Conor losing? I don't really follow MMA too much. I did watch it. I don't know. It didn't seem like it to me. Conor stepping wrong and breaking his ankle is about as exciting as watching someone lose on elbow fouls. I mean, I know it's not quite the same, but it's not a way that anyone wants to see that end, I'm sure, unless you really hate Conor. Canadian Chihuahua. Google says YouTube takes about 30% from super chats, and enjoy the $3.50 Canadian. Thank you very much, Canadian Chihuahua. Well, there you go. 30%. 30% is less than 50%. So, I really, really, really appreciate the super chats coming in tonight, guys. Thank you, Canadian Chihuahua, Dana McWhite, and Diggin' It. You guys have been awesome tonight. Hey, Chance, do you plan on coming down in weight or staying at super heavyweight? Mark, what's up, Mark? I plan on staying super heavyweight. If I get to the point where I'm only pulling 1 or 2 matches a year, I'm not going to walk around at 300 pounds. It's not great for my organs to have to support all that weight. I'll probably coast between 240 and 260. And then, 3 months out from a competition, end up bulking my way back up to this weight, because I do feel very strong at this weight. I don't feel like my endurance has been affected on the table. But cardio wise, just moving around, walking, stuff like that, life is harder when you're heavier. It's just a fact.
Oily Scully, to answer your question, we already have filmed a lot of videos of our training. And we will in the future. The only reason we didn't post a lot of them leading up to the Fatal 4-Way is just Chance didn't really want me to reveal too much about my training to Levi. He wanted to keep a lot of it kind of on a lower profile. But we totally plan. I mean, we've been getting a lot of suggestions from arm wrestlers that really just want to see us break down everything from our table time sessions to our gym sessions. So if that's something you guys think you'd want to see, we'll definitely start doing it. It's totally doable.
Daniel Urick says, I'm late. Roger Cunningham coming in with the $6.66 super chat. Congrats, champ. Thank you, Roger. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, buddy. And congrats to you, too. Roger won Michigan State's undefeated right hand at 198, dusting Bill Logston. Very, very, very impressive. Daniel Urick says PayPal is 4%, Google Pay or Venmo. Daniel, are you suggesting that I should have a Venmo or Google Pay linked to my live streams so I can take super chats that way? Mark Minchie, what's up, Chance?
Roger's a guy that I
Whoa,
think deserves,
hold on. Chance, when you gonna smack Ryan Delusional Bowen? The way he talks about himself and Lachlan Adair, like his Devin and Lachlan is Levon. So I don't plan on pulling Ryan, but I do want to bring this point up, and I think it's kind of weird. So Ryan says that I can beat Jerry. Ryan also says that he can beat me, so he's thinking that he can beat Jerry as well. But Ryan thinks that Lachlan is a level above both of us. How does that make any sense? What's a level above Jerry? So he's saying Lachlan is like Devin, like Levon, or he's just so good that he's on another planet and not even Levon can touch him. Just the things that guy says are funny, but like I said, Ryan's really good at interjecting himself in places and conversations that he doesn't belong to build his brand, and I can respect his hustle, but I'm not too interested in getting all caught up in that. But DM 1001, thank you so much for that $9.99 super chat. We really appreciate it. We got all sorts of super chats coming in tonight, so thanks everyone for all of that. Got you on the weight. I'm just hopping back to Mark's question. So I'm doing weight dropping. Then I need to go get away from you big guys. Yeah, hey, either embrace the bulk or embrace the cut. But I would do one of the two probably. Greeting from Wales. What's up, Keith Thomas? Patreon. I've had a few people actually ask me about a Patreon. I don't have a Patreon set up yet. But is that something that you guys would be interested in having me start a Patreon where you guys can support me that way? If it is, tell me what kind of content you'd like to see on a Patreon to make it worth that $2 a month or whatever it is. Wow, we got 2 super chats. The first one, hold on. Before we get to digging it, Eric Applegate says soon to be Junior's 154-pound world champion. Eric, good luck, buddy.
You're 176 right now.
Eric is my roommate. He's 176 pounds. He's my roommate. So he lives with me. He lives with me and Kyle, and he has not arm wrestled one time with us. But he's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be world champ. Dude,
he's actually very strong.
Dude, yeah, but he's super strong. But dude, you have these 2 guys to train with, and you're not doing it? Come on, Eric. Let's pull.
In his defense,
digging it with
he was training for a triathlon.
Yeah, who cares? You know what I always say? Take it. Dig it at $25 super chat. Thank you so much. Take a table to a Muscle Beach and film it. Great video. That is a great video. That's how Schoolboy got a lot of his views, is putting that table in the middle of New York City.
I think you just sponsored the video, bro.
Yeah,
with
seriously.
Your 2 super chats, bro. We're just gonna have to do that now. You just paid for the gas.
Yeah, I might have to just drive over to Tampa or something. Yeah. Mike Koberg, Mega Mike. What's up, Mega Mike? He says congratulations on the big win. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Hope I can pull you soon. Well, Mike, I will be out there for Kyle's King of California event. I know you have your super match that day, but I'll pull you after. We can get some training in, and that'll be a lot of fun. Sirius96 asks, do you honestly think Krasi has a chance against Vitaly? I think that we are probably the only 2 people that back Krasi against Vitaly. We're huge Krasi fans, and yes, I do think that Krasi has a chance against Vitaly. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Vitaly laughs at Krasi and pins him 6 times. But when Krasi gets in there and makes it a war, all of you guys are going to be like, man, I should have listened to Chance and Kyle. Derek coming in. Not the $200. It's something, though. Attaboy Chance with the $4.99. Derek, thanks for stopping by, buddy. Listen, if you saw how I was arm wrestling you should know that I could have done what we talked about and got that $200.
But
I thought, Derek's my boy. I don't want to take his hard-earned money. So I didn't do it. Just for you, Derek. Thanks for stopping by, though, buddy. We broke 100. We have 106 people in here. That is huge for us. We've been averaging 15 to 20. Guests. Yeah, with no guests. So really, really, really appreciate everyone. 69 likes, the funny number. Thank you, everyone, for the likes. I appreciate that as well.
I see Gabriel Young is in the chat. And Gabriel Young, possibly pound for pound, strongest arm wrestler from Cali. I mean, he's not going to be living in Cali in the future. But
I don't know.
He's my student.
He has Junior, though.
Oh, Junior's probably pound for pound strongest, actually. Junior's what? Only 140?
Yeah.
But Junior and Gabe both competed together in a round robin, like an amateur round robin with some of the very best up-and-comers of Southern Cali. And Gabe got second. Junior got first. And we're actually considering getting a super match going between Junior and another very strong young athlete, or having some type of tournament or another round robin. So
yeah, we've as we've been traveling, as we've been talking to a lot of people, we've noticed that there are a lot of really strong 14, 15, 16-year-olds in the US, and I think it'd be a lot of fun to bring light to them. So what would you guys think about putting together a big event for 17 and under arm wrestlers? They will be the headline. We'll put money behind it, cool prizes. Just depend
all the sponsors that we could get for it.
Yeah, depending on what sort of funding we can get for it, all the funding would be going towards that main event. Maybe there could be a tournament afterwards that's not the teens, but the teens would be the headliner of it. There's a lot of talented people, and I think that we need to put a spotlight on the youth arm wrestlers, because they are the future.
And we don't know what state we would do it in yet. We're leaning towards Texas right now. And if it's anywhere outside of California, I would sponsor Junior to go. So
yeah,
hopefully we can make that happen.
Yeah, Texas, I feel, is probably a good area because it's in the center of the country. It's easy for everyone to get to. There's really cheap flights to Texas from most places. So, it's just an idea. But what do you guys think of that?
Gabe says, I'm training hard for a rematch.
Yeah. Well, Gabe, keep training, dude. Keep training. You're only going to get stronger. Joel Cagle says, I hope Bowen becomes just one big freckle. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Is Tugboat your official nickname now? Yes, Tugboat is my official nickname. Devin nicknamed me Tugboat, and I ran with it because I thought it was a good nickname. I think it's catchy, and I don't know. I think when he said I look like a tugboat operator, he hit it pretty on the head with that one. Roger says, I hope he turns into a potato chip and Jerry eats him. That's funny. And then farts smoke. Yeah, Jerry, the ultimate ginger. As long as it gets the room in a buzz. Yeah, good point, Joel. Time to jump on Devin. Justin, I got a level of guys that I want to bang on before I'm worried about Devin, right? Tulsa wouldn't be bad again. Yeah, Tulsa wouldn't be a bad location. Oklahoma's pretty central.
And there's an arm wrestler there. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. But Will. Yeah. Who was absolutely phenomenal yesterday.
Yeah, Will did really great. Don Underwood's son. I can't remember his name, but Don Underwood's son did really well. Again, they actually went 1-1, Will and Don Underwood's son, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So, or Kansas City might be another good location because that's also a really central area, and you can also get really cheap flights there. So, it just depends if there's maybe Texas Arm Wrestling League wants to throw a couple bucks at it, or Brian Kerner or Ryan Johnson out of Kansas City wants to throw a couple bucks at it. We're not opposed to do it anywhere. I just think that we need to put the spotlight on the kids.
Chance, who does Florida have?
Florida?
Yeah, who's the 17 and under champ?
Am I supposed to know this?
I mean, you are the guy.
Oh man, 17 and under champ. I'd have to really think about it. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. Florida needs to show up and represent. I was that dude for a few years.
You were.
So we need someone else. What's up, V Poj? coming in with a $5 super chat. Thank you.
Something tells me that Ashton might not be ready yet.
Yeah, probably not.
He's a little too young right now.
So VPosh says, hi, Chance. I just arrived. Did you say your next opponent or you still want Jerry? I liked when Neil said Ryan Espy and Arm Wars. So I kind of covered it. I'm not opposed to pulling anybody. If any promoter asks me to pull any person, as long as, you know, I don't have to pay for anything, I'm more than happy to pull anybody. That being said, if I get to pick a match, I'm picking Jerry. And Jerry and I are in the talks. Nothing's set in stone. We don't have anything for sure. We don't have any locations or anything like that. But Jerry is keen to pull me. He does think it's worth his time. He thinks it's worth training for, as long as there's money behind it and people have offered the money behind it. So we're just waiting on a few little details, and hopefully within the next week or two, we'll be able to release some news on that if everything goes to plan.
Roger mentioned Dan Price. I'm pretty sure Dan Price is above the age of
Daniel
20.
Price is 23.
23. Yeah, but Daniel Price, we don't know where his strength cap is at.
It's high.
He very well will in time be at least number 3 in Florida on the right arm. And I like his odds of being number 1 or number 2 on the left arm. He's just getting into it. How many years would you say that he's pulled now?
I think he's just coming up on 2 years,
Yeah.
2.5 years, something like that.
No clue where his strength cap is.
Daniel Price, really strong
absolutely
hands.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, really strong hands, big hands, great work ethic. He's willing to put in the work. He's willing to travel to train. Daniel Price is definitely a big up and comer out of Florida. Chance and Kyle, what are y'all's opinions on how deep the levels are to arm wrestling? No way, it's just a 5-tier Gabi style system. Joel, thank you for another $5 super chat, brother. That's like 2 packs of cigarettes worth of money that you donated. Thank you, buddy. 5 tiers is not enough. Well, let's count out amateurs. Let's just consider in the professional arm wrestling that we do here in the States. That's hard to say. We'll get to Derek's comment. I know that's what you're smiling about. I don't know, Joel. I think that, like, in the U.S., let's consider super heavyweights. We have from Jerry up, and then we have an area where I consider that I'm in. So you have like the top 5: Jerry, Michael, Devin, Dave, Tim Bresnan. Maybe Tim Bresnan's not there. Maybe he is. And you have the next tier, which is probably if you maybe Tim Bresnan and maybe Todd Hutchings, they might fit into that higher tier. Marcio Barbosa, Matt Mask, those guys. And then you can consider maybe myself, Corey West, possibly at that tier, maybe the tier under. So that's 2 tiers. The third tier, Corey and I would consider at the top of this tier or the bottom of the previous tier. You have guys like Mike Aiello, Don Underwood, Chris Chandler, Ron Bath would maybe fit in this tier as well, maybe the tier above that. So that's 3 tiers. Then you have guys more like Blake Perry, who are still very capable. Blake Perry, BJ Fakakis. And then you have your higher level local guys, your mid-level local guys, and your low-level pros. So I would, thinking about it just quickly, I would say probably 7 tiers in the super heavyweights in North America in professionals. Because then if you count amateurs, are probably tiers to amateurs, but I'm not going to get into that. Kyle, as Chance's senior in this arm wrestling game, you have been doing a fantastic job teaching Chance and guiding him. He owes you a lot. What do you think about that, Kyle?
No comment on that.
No comment on that. That's too funny, Derek. Maybe with the information I'm teaching Kyle, he can bring it back to you, Derek, and maybe you'll be able to get your first, good win right-handed. Kyle and I were talking about it on the plane this morning, and he said, Chance, who's Derek's biggest right-hand win? And I said, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a really good point.
The conversation was brought up because we were trying to figure out, stylistically and based on what both Derek and this other person have accomplished if they would be a good super match.
Yeah.
So Chance really likes to go off what people have accomplished in terms of setting up these super matches. I read into other things a lot more, practice pulling, training, how well I know the person. So we were just considering a possible super match.
So Derek, would you say that your biggest win is losing to Mike Coburg? Or yeah, I'm not too sure, but maybe you can enlighten me on that, Derek. Thank you though. Grip says, come to Connecticut and train with Tim. We'll make you work. I would love to go up to Connecticut and train with Tim. I talked to Tim not too long ago about training with him, and he said he wanted to train. And if I can make it work, that's definitely a place that I'd love to go. I'm sure Kyle would love to go there as well. Now, does RVJ belong in the tier with Barbosa and Hutchins? I was talking about super heavyweights, but if RVJ were to strictly compete in super heavyweights, he would either be in that tier, which I would consider, maybe I'm at the bottom of that tier, or he'd be, I think RVJ would place similar to where I'm at. So if I'm in that tier, I'm at the bottom of that tier. If I'm not in that tier, I'm at the top of the other one. And that's where I'd put RVJ as well, Joel. 5 years and Chance is holding the table. I hope so. You versus Tom Nelson. Tom Nelson needs to worry about Derek Smith first.
Absolutely.
And I think Derek's going to blast right through Tom Nelson. I don't think Tom Nelson has a prayer against Derek. And then
Derek, could you actually let us know what your current weight is at, if you know? I mean, I know you keep stepping on scales and breaking them, but just if you've been on any recently, it'd be cool to know where the weight's at.
Yeah. No, he said he's too heavy for his scale. He's like, oh no, my scale only goes up to 300 pounds or whatever. Yeah, whatever.
He said 350 or something.
Yeah, whatever he said. Yeah. He's a heavy boy right now. RVJ is a beast. I would love that match. Yeah, he is a beast for sure. That sounded a little aggressive, even if it's true. Derek is my boy. Derek is my boy. So anything, and he's Kyle's boy. So anything that is said is all in good fun.
Yeah.
Are you still playing RuneScape? I'm not playing RuneScape right now, but yes, I still play RuneScape. Don't they live about 20 minutes from each other? I'm missing a conversation because I don't know.
What's that referring to?
Yeah, I don't know what that's referring to. Kyle, time to shave that beard, brother.
I actually just shaved like a week ago.
Yeah, you need to keep up with it.
Yeah. Get
that clean shaven baby face look. People like it.
As I get older, my facial hair just tends to grow faster.
We're going to have to buy you some Nair, and you'll just rub Nair on your face every day. Chance, give us a dollar amount needed to crowdfund you to Zloty. Would love to get you some international experience.
Guys, that'd be about 3,000.
Just off the top of my head, I would guess around 3,000. I don't go anywhere without Maggie, so that's two plane tickets, the stay, entry fees, and whatever money I need for cabs and stuff, because I don't really rent cars. I'm not old enough in the US. I don't know how that works over there, but
you guys would need to
I would assume 3,000 because it was about 2,500-ish when I went to Bulgaria for a week. But of course, for Zloty, I don't need to be there for a week. So that's my guess. Derek says 40,000 pounds. Seems about right. You'll see Tom Nelson almost got beat by Luke Kent did he?
No. I mean, they pulled. I don't think Tom Nelson almost
I'm assuming he's referring to the tournament with Kenny Smith and Abo and all those guys. No, I didn't see that he almost got beat. I saw that they pulled though. Greetings from the Philippines. What's up, Miko? My Filipino brother. 250 RVJ could be similar to when we watched Brazil go up to 240, 245.
Very well could be.
It could be, but he's never been that big, so it's hard to guess. I donate money and say nice things to Chance, and he tries to cut my head off. Oh, Derek. Yeah, you say nice things like Kyle's my mentor, right? What a nice guy. I'm just an amateur. I don't know what's going on yet.
Yeah, you only beat Don Underwood.
Who? That guy's he's an old guy, so clearly that doesn't mean anything. No, but
take advice from a guy that lost to Levi Prince.
Yeah, seriously. Lost to Levi Prince,
Yeah.
beat Mike Aiello. It's obviously take Kyle's advice.
But jokes aside, I think me and Chance work very well together.
Absolutely.
We bounce off each other. We have a good friendship, and when we train together, I think we both level up. And I am here for myself. I think this is the best place for me to be to prepare for Worlds. But if there's anything I can do to help Chance level up and get ready for his big goals, I'm totally down to do that, right? But the reason I came here, guys, is to make myself a better arm wrestler. And I think I'm doing it. I would have preferred if I had beat Levi Prince. That would have been the outcome that I was hoping for. But
of course, but we're going to get you stronger. So next time you do. By the way, guys, like I said, 121 people in here. I really appreciate every one of you. This is the most that we've had on our Tugboat Talks episodes. This is episode 7. Every other episode is on Kyle's channel, so he's going to have the even episodes. I'm going to have the odd episodes. I just put the link to Kyle's channel. Guys, make sure you go over there, subscribe to Kyle's channel if you want to keep up with these live streams. He's not at 1,000 subscribers yet, so we need to get him there so we can get him monetized, and then he can get super chats over there. But for now, only super chats can be here.
Last time I checked, I was at like 78 subscribers, so I'm very far from 1,000.
Yeah, but hey, one at a time. Look, you're already at 93.
93.
The boys are coming in for you. Blake Perry in the house. What's up, Blake? He said, looking like a beast. Chance, very impressive. Thank you very much, Blake. I appreciate that. You've been looking very stout yourself. I'm interested to see how you and Harold Owens is going to go. That's going to be pretty interesting. Ingen's praise must be very nice to see amongst all the BS on Facebook. Yes, I'm so honored to be talked about in that regard by someone as legendary as Ingen. A lot of people, some people have issues with Ingen because of the whole Devin Larratt situation, but at the end of the day, Ingen is probably one of the top 5 greatest arm wrestlers overall of all time. So to have someone like that talk about you in a high regard, it's really
and 220 Ingen Terzi would have worked the hell out of 220 Devin Larratt.
I think so. I really think so.
People are crazy if they don't think so. Weight is such a huge factor in matches, and you can't discredit how strong these elite level lightweights would have been if they had sacrificed their health to be bigger.
Yeah.
Right. You just can't.
No. Sam coming in with a $2 super chat. Chance, are you studying or have a job? Plan B? Yes, I have a full-time job. I work in sales. So I have a full-time job. Arm wrestling is not paying any of my bills. It has never paid any of my bills. Any money that I've made from arm wrestling is just going back into paying for flights and hotels and things of that nature so I can continue to put myself out there. I'm getting to the point where I might start to make some money off of it. But I mean, I still have quite a bit of money in the YouTube channel. I haven't even regained, but maybe 10% of what I've spent. So
neither of us can rent a car right now. We spend upwards of hundreds of dollars every trip just on
Ubers. Yeah.
This is not something that Chance makes a lot of money doing, guys.
I mean, I probably, in all my camera equipment, my tripods, my microphone, all that stuff, I probably have $2,500 in, and off of YouTube so far, I've made like $300. So
yeah, this is a long-term investment.
Yeah, it's not. YouTube is not my main source of income by any means at all. But everything that you guys are giving me in super chats, I really appreciate it. That's going all towards the channel. That's going, into my camera and my microphone and flights and hotels and it's everything arm wrestling related. So I really, really, really appreciate that, guys. Blake says, maybe I need to try old Levi. Blake, Levi is super strong. I don't think he has the experience to pull with guys like you yet, though. Give it a couple of years and maybe so. But Blake, you're too much for him. I'd be more interested to see you and Matt Sartori. That would probably be a better match.
In response to what Derek just said, I've always said weight is a huge factor in arm wrestling. That's why I wanted to beat Levi. Absolutely. And I think I would love to pull Levi again, but I want to respect him as the better arm wrestler now, and I don't think I'll ever challenge him at like a big scale event in the future. If we pull again, it'd probably be a more friendly practice match setting. Probably both arms this time. Originally, we only did the right arm because he wasn't very confident in his ability to beat me left-handed, and a couple of his training partners favored me lefty. So I was like, let's just do right arm, because that was more of a question mark. I was so confident going into the match that I was strong enough, but he just ended up being so strong. But all respect to Levi. Actually, I want to point out that after our super match on left and right arm, I don't think he placed top 3 or anything like that.
He placed 4th.
He beat some huge names. One guy he beat right-handed who he told me that was a level above him, and then I was yelling at him, hyping him up, and then he beat that guy.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
That was Chris Meadows.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, digging it with a $35 super chat. This guy has donated like $100 today.
And he wants us to go arm wrestle some buff dudes on the beach. So
yeah,
I think we might have to do that.
Yeah, he said one for the road. Hey, I appreciate it. Digging it. Dude, I'm going to have to go order a table that I can take around, because I have a giant platform table, and I'm going to have to take that to the beach, and I'm going to have to make that content just for you, dude. I really, really appreciate everything that you're sending our way today. So thank you very much. Matt Tickle My Limits Larrett, $5 super chat, says you're a savage, Chance.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Mr. Matt Tickle My Limits Larrett. I appreciate that very much. Do you own anything other than Hawaiian shirts? Yeah, of course I do. But Hawaiian shirts is probably half of my closet. And I probably have about 15 tank tops, about, 30 t-shirts. And I wear those, I wear those often, but Hawaiian shirts is just, I like them. They're comfortable. You can wear them casually. You can wear them to the beach. You can wear them to a nice dinner with a pair of pants. I mean, they're just versatile. And once you guys start to understand that, you'll start buying them and wearing them, and you'll just think, now I understand what Chance was talking about. I bet you could make some money off pound for pound fighting Bowen. I don't have really an interest to pull Bowen. Even if I could make $1,000 or something, it's not worth it to me. What's your opinion on Schoolboy? I touched on this a little bit earlier. I would love to pull Schoolboy. I think that Schoolboy is the future of arm wrestling. I think that he needs to be a little bit more battle tested. I'd like to see him against some guys such as Chris Chandler, Blake Perry, Wayne Withers, Mike Aiello, Don Underwood, any of these 10 to 20 North American guys, so we know what level he's at. I do believe that I personally have to be the favorite just because I am a little bit more battle tested than he is. But if he wants to use me as his test, I'm all for it. I think we're going to be fighting for the same direction. We're going to be fighting for height, and I think it could be a good match. I am pretty confident in myself, but I don't think it's a stupid match by any means. However, if I were controlling his brand, I would not set up a match like that. He's on such a hot win streak. His main viewers are general public viewers, so pulling me isn't going to give him any credibility to the general public. It would just be for the smaller arm wrestling community. And as a brand, the arm wrestling community isn't what is paying his bills. It's the general public. So I would be focused on keeping it more for the general public, if that makes sense. Daniel Urich plugged your channel again, guys. He was at 78 subscribers. He's at 99. One of you guys, oh, look,
100.
100 subscribers. Thanks, guys. Like I said, every other episode is going to be on Kyle's channel. Daniel Urich keeps plugging the link there. Thank you, Daniel Urich, for that.
And we do episodes Mondays and Fridays.
Yep, Mondays and Fridays. So Mondays over here on my channel, Fridays on his channel. If we're out of town, we do have to use my channel because live streaming off of a phone, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. So let's get him up to 1,000 subscribers. Guys, I really appreciate it. When can I bust that hand back? Dustin? Oh, never mind. Daniel, You ain't ready, bro. I thought I said Dustin Allen. I was like, come on, dog. Daniel Allen. Not happening, not yet. I've been practicing this first, training it. In Hawaii, they call them aloha shirts. Oh, very good to know. I have some friends in Hawaii, and every year they send me some I guess aloha shirts from Hawaii, and I really appreciate them for that. Any practice session with Michael planned? No. Michael said that he'll probably make his way to Florida, but we don't have any date or anything. I think he needs to get his little RV down here, park it in my front yard, and let's get some training in. What do you guys think? Go tell Michael he needs to come pull with me. And I think I could teach him how to use the straps so Devin doesn't just completely obliterate him in the straps. Did you guys see what Devin was doing in the straps? He was like, oh, yeah, Michael, what's over there? And then he's like grabbing, and like his webbing is probably like this much higher than Michael's. And it was terrible. Michael got just killed in the straps. So I need to show Michael what's up. And he needs to rip my arm off. So it'll be a win-win. I think stylistically, you and Schoolboy would be a great match. With power levels being equal, I see a war. Yeah, absolutely.
There's no doubt that Schoolboy has tons of power.
Yeah, for sure.
I favor him heavily in almost every match that he goes up against. I mean, his potential is still unknown. But I like Schoolboy. I'm a big fan of his older brother, and I look forward to seeing what he ends up doing with himself next.
Chris Gamo with a $10 super chat. Thank you very much, Mr. Chris Gamo. I appreciate that. He says, "Congrats, brother, and keep up the momentum." Thank you very much.
We're just rolling in with these super chats.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's been an awesome night, by far our best night. I think one other time we got a $5 super chat. So this has been big for us. I appreciate it, Chris. I'm trying to keep the momentum going. That's why I'm trying my best to set up a nice high level match and keep grinding on it. So thank you, Chris.
Daniel said 7 more likes, and you have to give another story.
Oh shoot! Well, the thing is we were supposed to wrap up this live stream about 23 minutes ago, so we'll probably only be going till 7:30. So that's 7 minutes from now. Would you agree? We got to get to dinner. We have dinner plans. We were supposed to leave at 7. So
I've ate maybe only 600, 700 calories today.
Yeah. So we gotta dip soon, Daniel. But hey, we're at 95 likes. That's only 5 likes away. Maybe if you guys are quick, we can get there. But if not, there's always next.
You want me to go
Friday?
Go grab a shirt?
No, that's fine. Right. Wes said I might come out there when he comes out to practice. I just said SMH to Wes and asked him when he was going to come here. And then he said, why don't you come to California? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, maybe. Why don't you bring Wes out for King of California, and I'll for sure be there. Because I don't know if I have the money to splurge on a round trip to San Diego or LA or wherever the closest airport is.
You do have people you can stay with if you come.
Yeah, I do. What did I miss? His potential unknown. As far as Schoolboy, I don't think his potential is unknown. I think everyone knows he has really high potential.
Yeah, I didn't mean to discredit him with that comment. I'm a huge Schoolboy fan. I actually bet money on him almost every time he has a match of some sort.
Yeah, I don't doubt his potential. I just doubt. I don't doubt anything. I want to say I don't know what level he's at this point in time. Yeah. 5 years from now, I think all of us understand he's going to be at the top. But does he need 5 years? Does he need 1 year? Is he already there? That's where I'm at. Diggin' it comes in with a $20 super chat. Holy smokes, brother. I really appreciate it. He says, for an extra side dish, we got some extra dinner money.
Let's go.
We're going to pack on the calories, brother. Oh, thank you. Great job at the Fatal 4-Way chance. Thank you, Oliver. I really appreciate that. Any plans about pulling Corey in the future? No.
What do you mean, no?
I'm going to rehash this.
Eventually.
Maybe one day, but anytime soon, No. I don't want to pull Derek Smith. I don't want to pull Corey West because I think we're here right now, and I think we're going to be here soon enough. We are the up-and-comers when it comes to the super heavyweight class in North America. I don't think that there's any reason to get in each other's way while we're on the climb. I think we should be focusing on the old dogs that have been handling business since before I was born. I don't want to keep losing to guys in their 50s. I think that we need to, as a younger generation, take that over. Once we've taken it over, of course, we're going to pull. And I have no doubt we're going to pull one day, and I have no doubt we're going to be at the top one day. So as far as Derek and Corey are concerned, not right now. Babe, you should be in here, Maggie.
She said we're waiting.
I see we have 103 likes. You know what that means? It's story time. Go grab me a t-shirt, and that is going to be the last thing. Once we talk about this Hawaiian shirt, that's going to wrap up the live stream. And you guys clutched it because we only have 4 minutes left. 104 likes. Thank you guys so much. We've had almost over 100 viewers consistently all stream. So I really, 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 really appreciate that. I appreciate all the super chats that have come in. 106 likes. You guys are knocking it out of the park. Don't forget, go subscribe to Kyle's channel. He's at 102 subscribers right now. This is his channel. Oh, Daniel Yurk also plugged it. Every other live stream is on his channel. So Mondays on mine, Fridays on his, unless we're out of town, we'll have to do that as well. Holy smokes. We got a $9 or $10 super chat from Matt Tickle My Limits Larrett. I've been doing back pressure pulley work with strap around hand, working on posting pressure. My forearm muscles going to be straight back are particular numb. Is that okay or no? I always have numbness. Keep it blurry. Look at that. It's like ominous. Like, ooh, we don't know. We don't know what shirt we brought. I'm numb all the time, Matt. So that's pretty normal. If you start feeling a lot of pain, just back off of it a little bit, and then once it's not in pain, you can progress from there. CEO of Haribo, dude, this is the best account ever made. CEO of Haribo, however you say it. You're on the radar. Take this for now. Thank you for the 100 NOK donation. I don't know what that means, but thank you. And you know what? That reminds me. We need to write an email to Haribo.
Yes, we do. You need to learn.
That would be the sickest arm wrestling sponsorship of all time. That's like a mega sponsor, and it's gummy bears. That would just be incredible. All right. Short time. We caught up with the super chats. Ooh,
yeah, that's
this shirt.
You know this one, right?
How can you get it to focus and not blur?
I'm gonna have to
Just turn the blur off.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn the blur off. Give me a second, guys. Where's settings? Video background. None. There we go. Blur is off. Okay, guys. This shirt right here. Did you pick this shirt on purpose?
I did.
Okay. This shirt right here is the shirt that I was wearing. Okay. When? Does anyone know? I'll give you a second. Why is this shirt important? What did this do in my career? You don't know.
No. You don't know this one?
No, I do not.
You don't know? Anyone? I'll give it a minute or two.
Was it this year? Can you give that hint?
It was this year, and it was a pretty important moment, especially as of recent. It's become even more important why this shirt has its place. Anyone know? Someone says Bowen. No, nothing to do with Bowen. Give it another second here. All right, time's up. Beat Nick Zena? No, this shirt was when I beat Nick Zena. Beat Ron? No. When I proposed? No. When I lost to Ryan? No.
Proposed?
When you asked her to marry you? No. That hasn't happened yet. This shirt, okay, is when I practiced with Jerry Caderet. This is the shirt I was wearing when I practiced with Jerry Caderet. And Jerry Caderet is now, after the Fatal 4-Way, after my success in the Fatal 4-Way, is Yeah, Uncommon Sense got it. Uncommon Sense, you're the champion of tonight. But after the Fatal 4-Way, Jerry and I are now talking about a match, and a lot of it has to do with people looking too much into practice. And this is what I was wearing when I beat him in practice, guys. So super cool shirt. That's the only time I've ever worn this shirt is at that practice with Jerry Carteret. And maybe I'll have to bust it out for the super match if we can get that super match set up. I haven't competed in it yet. So really
per the rules of the shirts, you are allowed to compete in it.
Yeah, I can only compete in a shirt once, but a practice isn't a competition. Ron Bathsill, yo, Canada watching. What's up? Practice with Jerry. V Poge got it. Ryan's shirt was so funny. Yeah, it was the Jerry shirt. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you all for hanging out. Over 100 viewers for almost the entire thing. That's huge for us. Again, one more time, I'm just going to plug Kyle's channel. We're going to be live on Kyle's channel, 6 p.m. Eastern this Friday. Make sure you come check us out. Hang out with us. We'll share the link on Facebook and Discord and everywhere else. And
it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Hopefully we'll have a special guest that everyone will enjoy. 110 likes, 111 people. That's almost perfect. Almost everyone that watched liked. I appreciate it so much, guys. And yeah, we're all good. Anything else you want to say, Kyle?
No, I just really appreciate everyone tuning in and